Hi y'all, this is Deidra here with Deidra Daily Dreamer coming at you with a new video. And yes, this is going to be in a similar format of what I did to my last video of my 2021 goals and vision board. So I'm just going to leave my vision board up and I'm going to give you some tips and tricks on how to create your own virtual vision board or your own hard copy board. And so with that being said, let's get in it. I created my board in Adobe Photoshop shop. Excuse me. And what I did is I just downloaded a bunch of icons or images offline, and then I copied and pasted them according to Photoshop, and that is how I did my board. If you are not computer savvy, or you would like to do your own, like a collage, which is essentially what this is a virtual collage. You can do it out of magazines. You could get the icons printed off your computer and then cut and paste them on a poster board. But I would recommend a 3D poster board, like that cardstock poster board, if you're going to do it like with materials. So just whichever you prefer. So if you're going to do it virtually like me, our key recommendation probably is to make sure you have a good Photoshop software. You can look up some free software and just get it offline and not have to pay for it. So do that. So my top tip would be to have good Photoshop, and hopefully you have a Photoshop that you already are know how to use, so you don't have a learning curve of learning new software. So software would be like number one if you're going to do it virtually like I did. Then as far as goals go, or life event that will be occurring in the year, get whatever speaks to you. Like, I really feel like the icons spoke to me. There is a general theme of mine of color. I love color, but let's just say you just want to do like black and white, or black, white, and pink, or something like that. Do what makes you happy, Like, I know my board looks a little on the cluttered and kind of exciting side, but if you like black and white, or maybe you would like to do a background and then do black and white on top of that, excuse me, you could do that. As far as coming up with your goal word, really, again, get a goal word that speaks to you. I have seen a few other videos. I've never had a goal word, though this is my first year with one, but I really felt, I will give a shout out to Heather Kay's weight loss journey. I really like that idea. And so another thing is how did I come up with the headings of mine? Like, it basically just whatever you need to work on. Like, if you need to work on finances, or a car, or it could be your kids. It could be a relationship of some kind. It could be some of the topics like I talked about. It could be a hobby. Like you may have, you may be a guy and you work on cars and you have goals of certain things that you want to get done. Or maybe you would like to start a new hobby, and so you might want to work with paint or painting furniture or something like that. So set goals that are relatable for you. It's stuff that you want to do. Another goal, another tip that I have for you, is please use it, personalize it. Like, you can use the headings that I used, and that's cool and fine. If you need some pointers and you like my headings and you would like to use them, that's cool. But I say personalize it. Like whether like if maybe you are wanting to save money, or you're going to start a new hobby, or you want to like write down what you want to do with your kids. Like you want to teach them their ABCs or whatever. And another thing is I really feel like if you like, this is a spiritual application, but it says, if as a man thinketh, so is he. So it also talks about in the Bible, like if you write down something, you're more likely to do it, and that's just a proven fact. That if you write down something, it's more likely to happen. And so that was my whole point behind this vision board, to give me something I can see. And another thing is even if you make a digital version, take your digital version, go get it printed off at a office supply store and post it. Make a poster and put it in your bedroom or in your office or somewhere else in your house. Frame it even if you would like. Really, kind of, there's another biblical principle where it talks about like keeping a thought or a like thought or a action in front of you, so that you are more likely to follow through with your goal, because you have it right there in front of you. Another thing is, I would like to give you some encouraging words for the last part of this video. Another thing is realize that you are going to mess up. Realize that there are going to be times where you're not motivated. Maybe you have a setback. You have a health problem, a financial difficulty. Your car tears up. Your dog has to go to the vet. Whatever it may be. Just be encouraged and know that you can do it. Okay, you can reach your goal of whatever it is that you set in front of you. It may not be as many goals as I have. You may have, one or two goals, and that is fine. In my life, there was a lot of areas that I really felt that were necessary, and I really felt like I could tackle all these variety of areas. And so, like, even if you do not want to have like 10 areas, start somewhere and set a goal of something instead of nothing. So I would recommend you to start a goal and start small. Like in any of these areas, start small. So if Like, for example, in my nutrition section, I said I was going to decrease soda and increase my water intake. Now, I want to increase my water intake to maybe 8 glasses or more a day, right? Well, I'm probably going to drink 8 glasses a day because I drink a lot of fluids. But I want to decrease my soda intake. So, like, I drink a lot of soda. So, let's just say I decided I'm going to drink half that amount. Well, I'll start with that amount and then I'll work myself down to maybe like having a soda a day or two. And that'll be how I do it. So, just because I said like all my goals in general in my video previous to this one, just know that I am going to go and break those goals down and say, in X amount of time, I want to do this goal and set my goal at a small amount. Another thing is just know that you do not have to tackle all your goals at once. You may have to tackle 2 or 3 of those goals, but I would also say make a plan. Like, write it on paper, write it down. Even if you do a vision board, write down your goals. If you decide to do quotes, make a plan and then make a plan of action. So, I would suggest, to make small goals and make them spread out throughout your year. I mean, you have 12 months in 2021. So you could do it monthly. You could do it bi-monthly. You could do it quarterly. You could do it annually. You could do it yearly. So those are all just tips and tricks of that. Another thing is you may have different areas where you plan differently or need different medium to plan with. For example, I have showed on my channel before, my exercise journal. I have a specific exercise journal / planner, and I keep up with exercise and weight loss and goals, and I have a specific planner for that. But I have all my other goals written in a notebook. You can use, if you don't want to write your notes down in a notebook, maybe you don't want to have to look for your notebook every time or whatever, or you can't keep up with it, put them in your phone or put them on your computer. But make sure you write your plan out and be specific, be detailed. You can use a variety of types of ways to set goals, and I'm not going to get into all the ways that you can do that, but if you would like me to maybe go into those more detailed, please leave a comment in the comment section and just say, hey, would you discuss different types of goal setting? And I would be more than happy to do some research and do that. If not, do it on your own if you need help setting goals. With that being said, I feel like as an overview, make sure you get a good Photoshop software to do a vision board. Set small goals for yourself. Be personable. Like, don't just set a goal because you want to please someone else. Set a goal because you want to do it. and make it personal to you. Be specific and get geared up for it. Oh, and my last tip. This is probably the most important tip out of all the tips together. Make sure that you get your mindset right to get geared up to save money or lose weight or change your eating habit. Maybe you want to change something in your spiritual life. Maybe you want to change an area in your hobby. Make sure you change your mindset. And what I mean by that is get your mental thoughts in order and talk to yourself about changing your life. The more you say it, the more likely it is to come true versus and reading it, more likely to come true. The more you write something down over and over and over, the more likely it to come true. So, and I would like to leave you with a scripture because I did mention the scripture earlier, but just remember that you can apply this scripture even if you are not a spiritual person. This scripture, I think, really sums up everything, and that is, as a man thinketh, so is he. And with that being said, please click like and subscribe and share this channel. And as I am trying to reach 1,000 subscriber goal, and I would be excited for you to join my group, and it would be much appreciated. And please leave me a comment and let me know what your key goals are for the year. I would love to stand with you and to keep you in mind this year as you go along. And I will be doing intermittent videos where I talk about how my goals are going throughout the year. I will definitely have to do that as well. So, with that being said, y'all, dream big, and I will talk at you in another video. Bye-bye.